So you want to make plays like this? Or this. Or how about this one?
There were 3 guns on that guy. So when he tried to gunfight me heads up, I let him have it.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be going over the top 5 things lower divisional players need to do in order to get better and climb the divisional ladder. Now, there are a lot of videos out there that cover the same topic, but I feel like I interact with a lot of lower divisional players that play local and national Division 4 and Division 5 tournaments. Now, a lot of players have the resources at their fingertips at their local fields but don't take advantage of it, and instead they rely on idolizing pro players that can't really relate to their experiences weekend in and weekend out. They've just been too far removed from what it's really like nowadays to just grind in the divisional rankings. Now, I'm not saying that clinics and combines don't have their place, because they do, and they actually do help the players get better. But for now, let's just jump into the top 5 tips that you need to know in order to become a better paintball player. Tip number 1, find a competitive field. Now, you want to find a field to play at that has players way above your skill level. This allows you to learn in-depth techniques that you would have never gotten from watching a 5-minute how-to video on YouTube. Basically, you're able to get free tutoring lessons from other players who are always willing to help you get better. Also, playing against better players will help push you to minimize your mistakes when you play against them, hopefully forcing you to play a little bit less sloppy. Now, another key thing to going to a better field is knowing the field owner and the field managers. They should be able to know all the teams that go to the field and be able to point you in the right direction in case you need a team or you need other players to play with. In addition to knowing the field owners and the managers, is that you would be able to get better deals on gear and paint that you normally would not get through online stores such like A&S Gear, which would help you in the long run because cheaper paint means that you get to play more. Tip number 2. Drills. Now, everyone knows that you have to do drills to get better, whether you're starting out or playing your 20th tournament, but no one wants to do them. But I'm telling you this now. When you're starting out, drills will separate you from everyone else at your level. You need to learn specific drills that will help you depending on what position you play at. Doing laning drills is not an effective way to spend your time as a front player, just like doing sliding drills isn't really an effective way to spend your time as a back player. You need to cater your drills to the position that you're playing. For example, front players need to learn how to snap shoot. Mid players need to learn how to shoot a lane or play multiple positions. Back players need to learn how to lane in the beginning of the game. These are just some small examples of how to cater to the position that you're playing. Tip number 3. Play as many tournaments as you financially can. Now, playing points on the weekends and scrimming against other teams is great, but it's completely different from the points that you get and experience that you get in tournaments when money is actually on the line. In tournaments, you'll be able to see different situations play out where you won't normally see it in practice. A lot of people will do crazy stuff, go snake off the break, and they'll just go streaking down the field in practice, but as soon as they get to the tournaments, they're clamming up, they're not moving, they're afraid to make big bumps. So you need to get used to the way that tournaments usually go. And that way you get a little bit more comfortable and a little bit more confident playing in those tournaments. In a lot of local tournaments, I see teams psych themselves out before the points even start, and they automatically already lost the game before they even hop on the field. They psych themselves out, they don't know how to handle their butterflies, and it's all part of learning how to handle yourself at the tournaments. Now, the more you play, the less butterflies you get, and it just becomes comfortable to you. So play more tournaments if you can afford it. Tip number 4, do your homework. Now, in our hobby or sport or whatever you want to call it, it's completely and drastically different compared to any mainstream sport, for the main reason being that we can't normally play during the weekdays. It's important to come up with certain goals on what you want to improve on when you're able to play and maximize your time spent on the field. Now, when you're at the field, you want to have something specific in mind that you want to work on to get better as you play points throughout the day, whether it's focusing on snap shooting, communicating, or on-field awareness. When you're not at the field, watch as many paintball videos as you can that showcase matches rather than highlights of players randomly diving or stupid action cuts. Now, while you're watching these videos, it's really key to focus on how the players make these certain moves and why they did it and the way that they did it. You really want to dissect the little details and learn how to implement it into your game. The small things like positioning, foot placements, or starting on a box can be a huge difference in your game when you go out and play the next time. Tip number 5, you want to be consistent. Now, you want to keep in mind what you're actually trying to accomplish, whether it's trying to compete at a higher level, having fun, or just trying to get better just so you can show off to your friends. Whatever it is, make use of the little time that we actually have to play. It takes a lot of time, so just be patient. Enjoy the ride and don't expect to jump 3 divisions overnight. It will come over time, so just be patient and be consistent. That's all I have for you guys today. Hopefully you got something useful out of this short video. A lot of you guys have been requesting how-to videos, so I'll be releasing those soon, along with gameplay footage. So with that said, I'll see you guys in the next one.
Had a nice Seder. That's it for today, boys. Be sure to like, subscribe, tell your friends on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, MySpace.
Punch that motherfucking like button.
Punch the like button, bro.
5! Hey, kill the 5! Kill the 5!